Hi, hello. It's me here again, Alan Found. I've got another one of my little podcasts that I've been doing during this virus period. If you saw the first one, I talked about self-motivation in these uncertain times, and this one really carries that theme a little bit forward. I think now we're all some weeks in, there's a little bit of fatigue, there's a little bit of worry about the uncertainty, economic uncertainty, political uncertainty, and the worry about actually getting the illness and whether there's going to be a second spike, etc. And so our self-motivation might, for some of us, becoming a little bit harder. This one focuses on some of the specifics in terms of the self-talk, how you talk to yourself in order to keep yourself motivated and so you can have productive days. The whole self-talk thing really and the mechanics of it, I suppose, was first documented or talked about with the people who did the neurolinguistic programming, and then the cognitive behavioral therapists, mindfulness, etc. But I think one thing is that you should note that it's a natural process. We've been self-talking for thousands of years. It's in the language. We say to ourselves things like, well, I gave myself a good talking to. And, one of the things I've always said to myself is, come on, Alan, get a grip, you'll whatever. And this process of self-talking is a natural process. And as I say, it's been documented by various sort of authorities along the way. And it's great, lots of things to read and whatever, but it's just something new. It's not something we've particularly been taught to do. It's kind of like the structure of part of positive mental attitude. It's not something that we're taught at school, which is a shame because I think perhaps it should be. Now, human beings operate in patterns. We tend to develop strategies and then embed those patterns and repeat them often. And the same goes with our self-talk. And we'll tend, or most people will tend to have a sort of strong negative self-talk and a strong positive self-talk. And the art of self-talk is to be able to turn down the negative one and turn up the positive one. And the way to do this is to firstly to really recognize them and how they're operating. And for this, you need to look at the sort of texture and the color. And so it's what is sometimes called the submodalities, which is a bit of a technical term. But if you think about your self-talk, you might want to think about the volume, the clarity, the accent, whose voice in it, what direction it's coming from, and so on. And when I say direction, is the voice coming from over here in this direction? Is it in my head? Is it coming at me this way? Is it loud? Is it quiet? Is it my voice? Is it the accent of myself? Is it somebody else? Is it muddled? Is it clear? Is it repeating? And so on. So it's the sort of the technical or the descriptions of the voice. And once you've got that established and you've worked out what it is, it's a lot easier to control these things. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little exercise, and we're going to look at the negative self-talk and the positive self-talk, and then we're going to do a little bit of control. And once you've got that, really it's just a matter of practice. So I want you for a moment, and I'll just go quiet, I want you to try and locate that kind of negative voice you have. Okay? So hopefully you've got that negative. And now listen to how loud it is. Listen to the words. Are they clear or are they mumbled? Listen to where it is. Try and place it. Is it in your head? Is it coming to you from the left, right, behind, front? Is it rhythmical or staccato? Is it clear? Who is it? Is it you? Is it somebody else? Or is it an unknown voice? So just notice the negative voice and how it's constructed and where it is. Okay, and you don't have to be exact, you just get a feel for it so that you can isolate it. Just get it a little bit more. Okay, and stop. Stand up. Move in your chair. Okay, thank you. That just changes it because we're going to do the same thing now. So this time, let's get the positive voice. Okay, so this is the one that motivates you. Come on, Alan, it's time to get moving. So listen to this voice, your positive voice. Again, how loud is it? Quiet is it? Where is it? This side, in your head, back, front, whereabouts is it located? Is it clear? Whose voice is it? Yours? Somebody else's? Is there an accent? Is there a rhythm, a timbre? What does it sound like? So just isolate it again and just really notice what it looks like. Okay, this is the positive one. Okay, okay, got it? And stop. Okay, very, very simple. So what we need to do is we need to take the negative ones and turn them down, and the positive ones and turn them up. So let's go back to the negative voice a bit. What you're not trying to do is get rid of it, because it's there for a reason. It's there to keep you safe. It's there to say, hey, watch out. The world's a dangerous place. Worry. It just happens too often, really. So it's like, you know, the kind of automatic startup on a TV or something coming on too loud, you know. That's a kind of good way of thinking about it. So let's get the negative voice. Get the negative voice, okay? Hear it, okay? Listen to where it's coming from. And I just want you to make it less effective. Turn it down. Slow it down. Speed it up. Make it sound like Mickey Mouse. Change it, alter it in any way that you find that it's just ineffective. It's in your head, it's in your mind, you can change it. So alter it and change it so it's just not as effective in terms of demotivating you. Okay, do that, okay, and stop. And again, stand up, move around, change about, shake your arms, it just changes your state. And let's take the positive voice. Okay, the good voice, the voice that motivates you. Now let's listen to that and let's make it stronger. You might want to be clearer, louder, brighter. Okay, get that one. Notice what it's like. Who is it? Okay, and it makes you feel better and change and so on and so forth. That's good. It's great. And that's it. That's all there is to it, is know the voices, know which ones are positive, know the one that's negative. Learn to be able to go, whoa, there's the negative voice. I'll turn it down. Hey, I need my positive voice. I need to get going, I need to get into action, I need to feel good, I need to get something done, not sit around and feel down, depressed, whatever. So you find the voice, the one that you use, turn it up and put it into place. As I said earlier on, it takes a bit of practice. It's not particularly difficult. The more you do it, the easier you'll get. And it's just a tool. It's a tool to a little bit of positive mental attitude. I hope this helps. I'll keep doing these. If you want any more, you can find me on Instagram, alan.found.5, and you can find me on LinkedIn. Alan Found. It's ALAN FOUND. So I'm there if anybody wants any further help. Please feel free to share this or any of the small videos I've done on social media, etc. I hope it helps, and thank you. Bye-bye.